real quick, since we talking about Deontay Wilder, kind of, if you could, I know it's a slippery slope, but kill any rumors and kind of, tell us. I was wanting him 3 months after he knocked out Helenius.
Us both. Yeah. Us both. At one time, he wanted to fight 3 times a year. I was big on the fact that he was able to get 4 times a year. And the reason I say that is because the knockout power. So we're going to say Deontay went 9 rounds last October. People wouldn't be so much raving about his inactivity now, but the fact that he was in the ring maybe 90 seconds top or something like that with Helenius, people's like kind of worried. And if you're around him and you care about him and you want the best for him, you have to want him to get another fight before going into Joshua. But I personally think, this may be my ego talking, I'm sure it is, it won't matter. Like, it won't matter because he's blessed in a way where if you make a mistake, like these guys would do, especially the Joshuas of the world, I'll get right into it. The Joshuas of the world, they want to commit. And if you overcommit the way that, me and Deontay drill and strategize, we could really just wait for these guys to commit and then make them pay. And when they pay, it's an awful pay. It's something like they never felt. And I believe that ruling go for any heavyweight in the world that he fights, any heavyweight.
So what's the next move for him?
So the next move is right now, January. If we could get something in October, that would be great. And then even if we do, these guys, they want to fight Deontay, right? But they really don't. So the modern day coward, what they do is outprice themselves. That's their way of saying no, because they can hide behind the business aspect. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of that going on right now. You got guys that never made $1 million, all of a sudden they want $17 million. Or guys that never made $2 million, all of a sudden they want 20. So it's a frustrating time for him. But it's like I tell him all the time, as long as he stay focused, and what I mean by that mentally, and not letting these things deteriorate him from frustration, then he'll be all right. And I truly believe that.
I want to see him back.
Me too.
Especially before Joshua. I think from a standpoint of you just got to get the engine running. I ain't telling you nothing you don't already know. But I definitely want everybody else to know that, when I said I wanted him back 3 months after the fight, it was simply, there's a number of things, you out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind, know, and my thing was, when you have been this great and then someone has seen you, I guess for the sake of words, not be the superhero that you had been for a long time, and the longer you're away, the more it's where did Superman go? You know what I mean? I think even in the comics, there's a thing where, hey, where's Superman at? I know there's this, so I just, not to call her the Superman, but I think for a lot of people, he has been a superhero in boxing. And it's like, where's our superhero at? Where's our American superhero? You know what I mean?
I was talking to somebody else the other day, Shawn, and I was telling them that we're in a time where, and this is very unfortunate, where inactivity is trending, especially in the last 3-4 years. Isn't it crazy that a young kid could look up to a fighter, right, and see him fight in January, and it's a chance this young kid won't even see his favorite fighter fight again probably till 17 months. That's crazy to me that's even possible. But the business aspect of it is what hold these things up. And when you got like fights like Deontay Wilder get ready to fight Anthony Joshua, the better the business, the more the hold up for the actual fight to happen. Like, you know what I mean? And so me, I always play devil's advocate, even when I get frustrated, like, oh, we got to get a fight. But then for the sake of high revenue money, it's almost like, us fighters, we work extremely hard to risk that we take. So when these fighters is trying to do everything that they can to make sure the revenue number is good, you can't have frustration to get that against that. But it's still like, bro, we got to fight. You know what I mean? So, just trying to balance it out. But as long as he's training, keeping his head on straight, having tons of humility, like I always say, I think he'll be fine.
Is there any frustration like within the camp at all about the lack of,
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. At least for me.
I'm just for you. For you personally.
Oh, definitely, because I'm a geek, Shawn. I'm in the gym all day, and I put everything on the side for Deontay. If he called me at 1 o'clock in the morning, no, we going to the gym at 1. I hope he calls me at 1 a.m. and I'm up film studying anyway. It's almost like I'm a kid in a candy store. But him training 3-4 times a week is fine until we hit camp, and then he's on 6 days a week. And then even the recovery days, we're doing something, working on his base, working on his foundation, working on his hand placement, something. You just got to stay sharp in this. And I believe the longer the inactivity, I truly believe the cure to inactivity is fighters can't have no days off. Like you can't be just taking off, and because you already got a strike against you, inactivity. You haven't even been busy, and you haven't been in the gym.
Yeah,
and, like you know what I mean. So I just don't be wanting them type of things to happen, and it doesn't because you know he stay active and he's doing something at least 2-3 times a week.
Like they say, we're luxury cars, and if you ain't that car just sitting in the garage,
it's no
it
good.
ain't gonna operate.
Not the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Why did you repost Eddie? Eddie was saying we wouldn't feel like Joshua's camp wouldn't feel comfortable with Deontay looking to take another fight before a January fight with AJ. Why did you repost that?
I reposted that because I almost look at it sometimes. Well, when Eddie say things, I think.
You do this smile before you want to say something
because Eddie is
about
funny
somebody.
to me. No. Eddie is funny. He say things to me almost like kind of looking for an out. And that even when he's crediting Deontay, it's almost like I could hear him saying later on if the fight do happen or don't happen. Well, case in point, there's a video of Eddie saying Deontay hasn't fought in 18 months, when really the real month is 10 and 11 months. But before that, the way how the video was chopped up, it come across as if Deontay hasn't been in the ring for almost 2 years, basically. He's trying to say when it's not. But he'll sales pitch that to speak on Deontay's inactivity. So, you could say in retrospect, I'll just post it so I'm showing people like, look, this is what this dude be saying. You know what I mean? It's like indirect sarcasm and evilness on my part, and I do a lot of that.
Like the indirect evilness about Andy Ruiz just now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we see Andy Ruiz get in the ring with Deontay Wilder?
Absolutely not. Andy doesn't want to fight Deontay. And the way he went about it is outpricing himself. Yeah. And so what did that do? That made the WBC actually, Sean, you tell me this. I don't remember this happening where an eliminator fight, right, is sanctioned. It goes so long, the business goes so long that the actual business of the sanctions, they say, you know what, enough's enough. Now the whole elimination is over. We'll let you guys know something by next November. Next November? But this is the game that Andy and his father was playing. I was talking to his father for 3 or 4 months straight. He was excited. And now that I'm thinking, he was excited, and that's probably because he thought he was going to get $20 million.
Yeah.
But once he heard the 20 wasn't going to be a factor, and it was only going to be another number, the excitement left.
Yeah, we can't risk all that. Or if it ain't something that is, something that will replace that loss. Or,
Yeah, have to be.
Yeah.
No, you get it.
That's
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder, that's a different kind of loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It take a lot out of you.
Yeah, big time.
Getting in the ring with him, and if it ain't that number would replace. I lost.
The risk you're taking.
Yeah. I lost, but I got. I lost, but I'm going.
Yeah, right.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.